I made it home in time.
I was gonna say we're down 2 people. And it's not even the 2 who just had surgery.
I know.
Listen,
Hello, everyone.
eating humans and organs cannot keep us down.
Nope.
This train keeps
We're
going.
here. We made it. We did it. Hey, listen, just for you, Katie. Even though I literally blew in from work like 2 minutes before this live started, look, I got merch.
Hey.
Oh, I did it. Ew.
I'm wearing
actually wear
Hobie's
this.
shirt.
I might actually wear this for the gym concert because I was thinking about wearing my Super Tuna outfit with the overalls and shit. Put this on with it. Hell yeah.
Hey.
It's my current plan.
I'm wearing Kobe's shirt because it's the only one that I have clean.
I'm wearing my Sugar Ice and Avocado shirt, which I'm very proud of because I made this one. I didn't make all of them.
Hell yeah, you did. I have that mug. I use that mug on a regular basis.
This was literally the only project I had.
Americano.
The amount of angst that went into picking the colors of coffee for that cup, you have no idea.
I have an idea because I've gone over colors with you.
I'm pretty sure ideas are had. We feel you.
Yeah, Katie, we've seen
There's
you
a
talk about
reason.
colors.
There's a reason I went into medicine and not graphic design.
We've literally gone back and forth. All right, I'll wait. Go ahead. Go ahead. We're both. The TikTok.
It's fine. I'm at the age that I need one of these now, guys. I don't even fucking know. My sister gave it to me. Isn't it cute?
I was gonna say
It's very nice.
You were saying, Quiz.
night sweats now. Anyway, we've gone back and forth over a shade of what?
Oh, like a shade of blue or something before. I was remembering.
Like Katie, it's light blue, but that one's more aqua.
Or I was the one being picky, and you were like, "Oh, okay." Either way.
Anyway, how's everybody doing tonight?
How's everybody doing?
Doing well.
I'm here with all the magnets. How about that?
Benny's going. Oh, yeah. You are here with all the magnets. Mm-hmm.
All the magnets.
Look at us.
You could just start calling her Annie.
Magnets and Patricia.
Annie.
Winning.
Annie.
Hello.
You have to call me Annie.
Should we start calling you Annie?
Of course. If you want.
I don't mind calling you Annie.
That means no.
That felt like a no. Sure as shit did. Sure as shit felt like a fuck you.
That felt like a fuck you.
That felt like a pretty strong fuck you. That if you want to, bitch. I'm young, bitch. Was the vibe of that? If you want to.
I forgot about a young bitch.
The young bitch.
Okay, sorry. We had a
T-shirt.
question I wanted to answer really quick before we keep going. Somebody asked, how many followers do you need to go live on TikTok? Fuck all if we know. Listen.
It varies greatly.
It varies. It has to be, I think we found you have to at least be over 1,000 followers. But after that, it can vary.
Mm-hmm.
Some people...
no, it doesn't. It's not. It doesn't have to be 1,000 because like I was allowed to go to live at 800.
Yeah. It's
Me too.
You're right. I'm.
Somebody else was allowed to go live at like.
I was talking about
with camera. I was allowed to
With
go
camera.
live without camera at 1:30, I think.
That's
like
what I'm saying.
1:30 or
With camera over 1,000.
With camera, it was 800 for me.
Yeah.
With camera, it was 800 for me too.
Yeah. Short answer. There's an
So
algorithm.
it varies. So it varies from person to person because I've also met somebody from a remote island, and they were allowed to go live with voice when they had 32 followers, and they were allowed to go live with camera at like just around 100. And so it's like regional and varies, and there's no rhyme or reason to the algorithm that says whether or not you're allowed to go live and whether or not you're allowed to do it with your face.
Like many things on this particular app, whose name I won't say, the answer is that it varies by an algorithm that they don't publish any information about, and if you try to get an answer, they won't tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
exactly.
It's proprietary information, that algorithm of theirs.
What was the milestone for over 1,000 then that I'm thinking
We
of.
thought it was over 1,000.
they-
and then
We
Right.
thought it was
It was
over
over
1,000, but then
1,000.
it wasn't.
Sorry, it's just been
Yeah,
a
'cause
while.
they- But also on the computer, I think you have to have like 1,200 to get the computer version of TikTok to let you go live, like the little creator shop app thingy, whatever it is.
Oh,
Um,
you might be right about that.
I don't know, but it varies from person to person. We were told 1,000, and then we discovered it was closer to 800 for us.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's just been a while. So
Yeah.
Anyway,
So the
who
answer
knows?
is we don't fucking know.
you don't fucking know.
Depends on where you're from. Nobody knows. Except those
Okay.
signed to a very, very strict NDA.
Yeah, true.
Probably.
Yeah. So hello everyone. Welcome.
Hi.
Welcome. If you found us, welcome. We are Army Project 529. Some of us are here. Some of us are not here. As Katie mentioned earlier, we are missing two of our members tonight. Steph might join later, but that is up in the air. But Christina will not be joining us. She doesn't feel well tonight. So you got us. Yay.
And two of us
Yay.
are
We are Army Project 529. We are an internet-based, I would say, BTS initiative project, whatever. Our mission statement is basically content and community. Stephanie, our founder, she had the idea of wanting to foster community around BTS and while they were in the military, to keep Army together and talking and enjoying BTS because we didn't think we were going to have anything to do. Anyway,
silly us.
turns out we are. Silly us.
Us.
It kind of started here on TikTok, grew to Discord, and some of us blindly stumbled into volunteering to help, and here we are. We made a website, and we did indeed start a book club, a blog that dropped on January 1st, 2024. Every week we chronicle, we do a new blog, we chronicle BTS's discography chronologically. We ran out of BTS, so we started in on solo content. We've been going strong on solo content. Each member's gotten a month. We've worked our way all the way up to Kim Taehyung because we go in fan chant order, and it is April now. So we are winding down the part of our original intent for the project. So we will be moving into new territory this summer. But that is the content portion of our project, and I'm going to. I will tell you a little bit about this week's blog before I move on. This is week 67. So like I said, we're wrapping up because it was 75 weeks. So we're in week 67. And this is week 3 of April. And this week's blog is called I Wish I Could Stay With You. And it is all about layover. So I know the Europeans had their watch party today and they had a lot of fun. It was I popped in for a few minutes. It was very soothing vibes, very soothing. Everyone was like, it was great. But the other watch party for the North American contingent that I host will be tomorrow. We'll talk more about that later. But yeah, week 67. That's the content portion. I'm going to move it over to Patricia to talk about community.
And I'm going to talk about community. So we're about finding Army community. We know that it can be a lonely journey, but we made this project so you can meet people. And for that, we have several different things. I created a map. You can put your social handle on it. There's over 5,600 people on it. Everywhere around the world, you can find friends there. And we also have a Discord that has local threads that you can kind of meet people that live in your area and plan to do Bangtan things. One of the things that we always tell is we never let people Bangtan alone. So come and join us, meet new Bangtan Army friends, and just hang out with us. And then we have a meeting in real life. Last year we did it in September. This year is happening in July 25th. We did half of the time that we are going to be doing this year, which is going to be more days, more activities. And we're going to be doing things like a costume party, and we're going to listen to music. We're going to have a DJ. We're going to watch We watched last year. We watched a concert. We did a pajama party. There was so much fun. Lots of shenanigans. Come and join us. There's still space. And yeah, and that's what's happening. If you want to know more about it, there's a link right there. www.ap529.com/links. You can find all the information about our meetup there, and about our Discord, and about our map. So go visit. And
Yes.
yeah, and Doc is next.
I'm up next. And Katie is showing off her technological skills with our new notice board, if you hadn't.
Just pushing buttons out here.
I was going to
Look at
say,
how pretty
also
that
known
is.
as Katie is showing off her ADHD.
Look at that pretty notice board, guys, with the links on it. That's literally where you go for everything we talk about in the live. You can find it through there. Tonight, for those of you who are new to us, we go live twice a week. We go live every Sunday over on YouTube, where we do a deep dive into a topic usually related to the blog or something going on in Borealand that's important that week. And on Wednesdays, we go live here on TikTok for our midweek tea, where we give you all the member news from the week, and we talk about shenanigans that took place out on Kim Namjoon's internet for the week. This week, somebody named Kim Suk-jin decided to go on tour. So we're going to talk about that and what you can expect leading up to all of that. So surprise third quarter tour, guys.
Surprise,
that's our midweek
surprise.
tour. So there we go. So that's what we're talking about tonight. Stick around. We're going to go through the member news in fan chant order first. And then we're going to dig in to Kim Suk-jin.
Okay,
In the Run
so-
Suk-jin.
Before we get started, though, guys,
tour.
I've seen a lot of questions in the comments already. If you have questions about Jin's score, can you please save them until we are talking about it, so
Yes.
that anybody who wants to comment or ask questions about what we're talking about in real time can do so.
Yep.
Please, thank you.
We will not remember your question in 30 minutes. So
No, we won't.
help us help you.
Nope.
And as you
So
know,
hold on to
if you
those
know
questions tight.
yeah. So as you know, fan chant order starts with Kim Namjoon. So Kim Namjoon, 48 days to his return. He actually posted on Instagram his countdown when we hit 50 days. And today I was listening to Mono, and there's a song that I would like to recommend that Kim Namjoon, because he's certainly watching us right now. Or at least Hannah from Hivis.
Of course.
So
yes, in
the
Delusional
song from
Land. In
Mono,
Delusional Land, he's totally watching.
the song from Mono that I was listening to, and now I forgot the title. It's Everything Goes, I think.
Yeah, everything
Goes.
Everything goes.
And the lyrics go, yeah, I who wanted escape countless times, the long times I suffered through becoming numb. Right underneath those times, every day I pray that I can be a little better grown up, and every day I stay because all humans and all the pains eventually die. Namjoon, remember that. And free Namjoon.
Free Namjoon.
Okay. The American Music Awards. We have news about that. Favorite K-pop artist. RM and Jimin are nominated, and they are the first K-pop male soloists to receive this nomination in the American Music Awards in all its history.
Way to go, guys.
And RM is the first Korean rapper to be nominated at the American Music Awards.
Yay!
There you go.
Yay! Get it, boys.
And what is Army? Yeah. And what is Army gonna do?
And we
Make it
have
happen, obviously.
more information on how to vote in Jimin's section, so just stick around.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stick around for that. And then in Spotify, Best Listener's Choice International Never Play was nominated.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So you can vote for that on Spotify.
Yes.
So
So awards coming RM's way, maybe.
We hope.
Maybe. We hope. Crossing fingers. Everybody vote. And the next
Yeah,
one
they
in
both-
Fan Chant order is Kim Sok Jin, the man of the hour, who actually posted in Weavers. There's so much content coming that I don't know how to follow it, but I'm very proud about it.
Yeah, same, Jen, same.
We're familiar
Yeah,
with this
yeah.
problem.
Could you talk to your friends
Yeah.
for us? Could you talk to your friends for us?
Come on, man.
Imagine
Like
how the
even
fuck
he
we
knows.
feel.
Even he fucking knows. He's over on Weavers telling us there's too much fucking shit.
I'm
coming
so
your way. I
overwhelmed.
don't even know.
Well,
Here's
bitch,
some
you helped
selfies.
create
Look
it.
at how pretty I am. He's like, I'm so fucking overwhelmed, but here's how pretty I am. Enjoy these selfies or these
Yes.
pictures of me.
And I'm so proud of,
Like,
like,
we're not getting enough pictures of him right now. It's fine.
yeah, he's so proud of that tsunami of content that we're buried under. He is proud,
We can't even keep up.
and we're proud of him.
Yep.
So he finally closed the circle and appeared in Coldplay's Soul concert and sang with Chris Martin. He sang The Astronaut. He sang My Universe, and he was looking so good because he's our worldwide handsome. He was looking so good. He was holding a sign asking Chris that if he could sing The Astronaut with him, and it was really cool. They did a completely different take that they did in Argentina, and it was like kind of
Acoustic.
yeah,
Like piano acoustic.
Yeah, it was so good.
yeah.
It was
And
so
if you
good.
haven't seen it, there's like a lot of fan cams, so you should check it out. It was very nice.
Emotional.
The bromance was bromancing, and I say bro.
It was
Romance
so
was
fucking
romancing.
cute. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
He was
They
wearing
are.
that Celine leather jacket.
Which I loved how Celine like made
Celine
sure to
definitely
fucking
called
point
him
that out. They
Yeah.
made sure to fucking point that
They're like,
out.
oh, hey.
Listen,
Oh, hey, look at Kim Suk Jin wearing our jacket.
hey Gucci, I would
Gucci
like you
was
to see
like,
him
yeah.
wearing
Yeah, they were like, hey,
Celine.
Gucci. Hey, Gucci.
Look at us.
It's our
It was
jacket.
so cute. It was so cute. It was stupid. It's ridiculous.
It's too bad you didn't make a jacket like this so that Jin could have worn it.
Yeah. She'll probably be like,
Maybe get
oh,
on that,
Taeyong
Gucci.
sent it to me.
Yeah.
Taeyong sent it to me.
I just went to Taeyong's apartment and got it from his closet
Yeah. That's it.
I
That's all.
can't wait.
because
I
he's my
can't
brother
wait
and
for
I
that.
borrow his clothes.
Exactly. And we wear different clothes. I
wear different-
cannot
different-
wait for that Bangtan Bomb from his Music of the Spheres situationship.
Yeah, that's
I'm
gonna
so
be
excited.
cool.
I mean, we're joking around, guys, because they're obviously allowed to wear other clothes. Like, I think they probably have a percentage of the time or certain appearances that they're contractually bound to wear clothes that they are from brands they are representing, but they can't possibly be like 100% dripped out in one brand like every single day, like 365. Like it's not
Right.
really
It's not
feasible.
possible.
Yeah. So
Ravin, I don't think that's possible.
Shouldn't be able
Anyway,
to do it.
somebody is
Closing
mentioning things already in the chat. So Echo
Yellow
is
card.
coming.
yes.
Echo is coming. It's coming May 16th. And we started getting some drops here. We got like a teaser of the concept photos. We got the concept photos 1, 2, 3 that were released this week.
The
And
ones that dropped today, devastating.
Yeah.
Devastating.
it was- yeah.
I was gonna say, I feel
Him
like you
in
say
the-
winter
in the-
is coming after some of the ones that
Yes,
dropped today.
that was trending.
Calling
Jin
him
Snow.
Jin Snow. Jin Snow was
Yeah.
trending, and it
That was-
definitely should have been trending. Listen, I love all of the concept photos so far. Like, I'm in love with all of them. But the way I fucking need Jin Snow, that album,
Yeah.
I need that one. Like, I need it.
That one was my
It's
favorite.
ridiculous.
They're all good. They're all good. They're all good. Can't
They're
go
all
wrong.
good.
but-
They're all good. But like, holy shit, Jin Snow. Hot.
Who in BTS would be most likely to say, you know nothing, Jin Snow?
Who's watching that show? Maybe Jimin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say either Jimin or JK are the most likely to have watched it and remember.
I don't know that JK has the commitment.
He's just good at remembering quotes. So like,
He is good.
Yeah, he
Like, I
doesn't
can
remember the
picture
titles
him,
of
like-
movies or the names of
listen,
people. So
I can picture him half-ass watching the show because somebody else is watching it, and he's like cooking and doing laundry and all that other shit during it. But then he can quote like half the fucking show. And then they'll be like, "What show's that from?" And he'll be like, "I don't fucking know. I don't know what show that's from. It's a
Usually
show.
it's just
I don't know. Jimmy was
other
watching
people
it."
say though, because he just listens to people around him, so he just remembers shit that people say. Yoongi maybe Yoongi.
I was thinking
Maybe
maybe
you-
Namjoon.
Yeah.
I don't think Namjoon watches a lot of television. He
No.
watches I don't think he watches a lot of Western. He watches some K dramas, but I don't think he watches that. Jimin, I think, is the one who watches the most.
Yeah.
Like Netflix and other things.
I could see Jimin saying it once and then JK saying it 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Picking it up from Jimin and then knowing where it comes from.
Of course, like 5 years ago, because I mean,
Yeah.
not a lot of call to quote Game of Thrones anymore these days, unless of course you see
Not really.
unless you see somebody dressed like Jon Snow.
Unless you see Jin Snow out here, and then all of a sudden, all of the Game of Thrones quotes are coming out because Jin Snow exists. So
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, folks. Like an echo, we will talk about the tour, but at the end of the live. So let's make kind of a space here, and at the end of the live, we'll come back like an echo and talk about the tour. Anyway, yeah.
I would just like to point out that when we reach the point of writing a blog about this album and this tour, I very much appreciate, for Quince's sake, that the title is #RunSukJin_episode.tour.
The number of times I have cursed everyone who is involved in naming that tour.
They can never
Hashtag.
not make a tour name complicated. There is not a tour in BTS.
No, Hope on the Stage.
history.
Hope on the Stage
the
was the
easiest
only
one.
thing that broke it. That's it.
Hope on the Stage is the easiest one, but they have never, ever just had a simple tour name other than that one. Never. They've all been like blah blah blah. Episode 3. Blah 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 blah.
They never
couldn't
play
even- they-
with
they-
the ticket
they
with the
couldn't
names
even-
of the tours.
Longtown
This
Strikes
one-
Back, the bulletproof red, whatever.
Never,
This
never,
one,
never play.
Just for the shits and giggles of the fact that the blog is online. #RunSukJin
Yes.
tour.
True.
#RunSukJin_episode.tour.
I mean,
It's gonna
that
be great.
makes
It's
it
gonna be
easier.
amazing.
I mean, it makes it super hard to tag any pictures or fan cams, but whatever.
Hey, at least
Whatever.
the hashtag for the tour is already taken care of.
Also, the last episode of Runjin came out. It's a 2-parter. So I'm happy that next week I'm doing the watch party for that because it's going to be the 2 episodes at the same time. And that one looks fun. I haven't seen it yet though. Then there's 3 new episodes. The last 3 of Kian's Bizarre B&B came out yesterday. And I mean, I've seen some of it.
This weekend.
His upper body strength, no joke.
That show has just been so good.
I know it's
Even my friends,
that
like,
show.
people who don't know anything about BTS were asking. I had a friend who texted me and was like, I just watched Kian's Bizarre B&B on Netflix, and I feel like you've probably already seen it because obviously he saw who was in it as he was watching it. And he was like, this show is crazy. I want to talk about it. So other people are like talking about this show, not
Yeah.
just people who know BTS.
The
mean,
locals are
so-
discovering Kim Seokjin.
Yeah.
So for some of you who know, I had surgery on Friday to yeet my gallbladder, and I was convalescing at my sister's house. And they gave me the Roku remote, because they love me. Anyways, so I was watching Kian's all day Saturday, and my nephew watched it every fucking episode he watched with me. And by the end of it, he's a Jin bias now, because he's like, BTS, Jin's my guy. He made his sister listen to the Happy album because Jin's my guy, and you have to listen to the Happy album. That's how he is now. But his dad also kept walking in the room, so my brother-in-law would not leave. Like, I was watching it in Korean because I hate subtitles and I wanted to hear Jin's voice. I hate dubs and I wanted to hear Jin's voice. And so I was like, I was watching it in Korean, and my nephew was reading along with it. He was laughing, and my brother-in-law, who hates subtitles, would not leave the room. He would be like, I'm going to go do something in my room now. And he'd leave. And 30 seconds later, he's like in the hallway. Watching this.
Just watching.
My sister was like, he kept leaving. I would be like, where did he go? And he's standing in the hallway watching your show.
Yep.
I
I was like,
also
this is the greatest. So anyway.
I also had surgery and also forced my husband to watch it with me. He was into it. He was into. We haven't had time to finish it yet, but
I don't
It's
see
so
how you
freaking good.
there's something there for like everybody, I think. The sheer novelty of it is like winsome enough, you know?
And I also think that they picked the guests really well.
Yeah.
Because I love
They
the
did.
guests.
Well,
They're
because
pretty
they said
good.
they had what, 35,200
They had a lot of people
applications.
Yeah.
apply.
Yeah.
and those people had no idea what they were signing up for.
Yeah, they showed a
No.
little bit. Well, some of them did because some of them
Oh, yeah, the
clearly
interviews
they
were
familiar
hilarious.
with Kian, like
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
these other shows. So a lot of guests have said things like, "Oh, this is very Kian. This is very
Yeah,
Kian."
and like the clips of the auditions or the interviews they did with the applicants were things
Yeah.
like, oh, if it's Kian, we're probably going to have to cook our own breakfast. Is he
Yes.
going to make us eat dirt? Are we
Yeah.
going to be allowed to sleep in beds? Like
They-
those were things
Drink.
they were saying about potentially being on the show.
Okay,
So,
that's
yeah,
I'm
they've
only
been
3 or 4
known.
episodes in.
Basically, like in the interview clips they showed, the 35,200 applicants fucking knew this man was unhinged, and they were
Yeah.
prepared
Yeah.
for it. So
They did it. They were here for it.
But
were
they
here
appreciate
for
it, I think.
unhinged.
And I don't think that any of those people knew Kian was involved until they
'cause
got.
Kian didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was purely on the basis of like, we're gonna do this show with the B&B and Kian is gonna be the host, and people were like, okay.
There
It's
you
gonna
go.
be crazy and
we're
wild,
gonna go.
and we might have to cook for ourselves. They didn't know Jen was gonna cook for them. You know, they didn't know he was coming to save the day
Yeah.
in the kitchen.
And anyway, so that ends Kian's Bizarre B&B, but apparently there's a rumor or a leak, we don't know yet. Jin might join another variety show in Netflix. It's called Screwballs, and according to Key Media, BTS has
Osin.
finished filming that Netflix show and is to premiere in May. So, more Jin.
I would like to
Content
point out it's
everywhere.
called Screwballs in Search of the Lost Screw, which might be one of the best titles I've ever heard.
From
Screwballs
so
in
I read the original article on Osin, and basically that show is unhinged, and everybody is like, Jin is gonna be amazing on that show. He's gonna fit in so fucking
Yeah,
well.
if that is true, it tracks for him. Sounds like something.
So it was reported on Osin as like an official report.
Okay.
But it hasn't been officially announced by, say, like Netflix and Hybe yet. So therefore,
Gotcha.
it's still in rumor land.
Rumor left.
And man, the question after all of this is, when does this man sleep?
That's what I was gonna say. There was a period where like Hobie got out and Jin was still active for a little while, and then Jin got quiet for a little while, and I was like, oh, maybe he's like taking a vacation. You know, good for him. Maybe no, he was filming all this stuff.
He was recording another album.
Yep.
Yes.
So, you know, it's fine. It's whatever.
Yeah.
Sure.
Hey,
Cool.
he's a big boy who can make his own choices.
True.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Jungels von Meowington III, otherwise known as Min Yoongi.
That is what my next cat has to be named if I get a fifth cat.
I already
Jungels
told her.
von
Jungels von
Meowington
Meowington III. And if anybody asks you
That
what
is
happened
the-
to 1
that
and
is the name.
2, if anyone asks you what happened to the first and the second, nothing.
No, their names are Suga and Auguste. That's the first and the second. That's their student.
No, they
names.
just
It's fine.
just the third. It's just the third. So
The third is
we
how
don't
it is.
obviously we know things have been quiet on the Yoongi front, but we are now 59 days until our favorite cat returns. 59 days roughly until BTS.
Look at
Hagum,
all the Pokemons.
yes. Hagum is at 529 million streams on Spotify. Would love to get it to 1 billion before June 21st. Which, incidentally, it was also Christina's birthday. So Christina would also like you to get it to 1 billion streams by that day. It would be a lovely
Birthday
present
for Christmas.
and her as probably one of the biggest Yoongi stands around. So go and stream Hagum, because I mean, really, it's not a chore. Just do it.
It's not.
Just play it a couple of times.
The official MV for Hagum is at 91,949,418 plays. So specific. So specific.
It's up like 400,000 from the last time she put this in.
So let's get that to 100 million. Let's get that to 100 million before June 21st. Again, to hit these goals would be wonderful for you to come out and see. So yes, hit Spotify and hit YouTube and get going on Hagum. That's all we have for menu goals right now. Tippy Tap the Live, everyone.
Tippy Top.
Katie, you're up.
Yes, I am. So, guys, there's some cool stuff. They gave you some buttons, and I really want to try them out later. But first, we're going to talk about something important, which is how do you keep Army Project 529 going? And you can do that. There's some ways you can do that with money, and there's some ways you can do that for free. We're going to talk about both of those tonight. So if you have the means and are interested in supporting us financially, you can either buy our merch. I think all of us are wearing some form of merch tonight. We make our own designs. We upload them. We get them shipped to you. We get them printed on really good products. We work really hard to pick good products for you. And you can get them shipped to you at the link in the notice board, which is one of the buttons I found today. So that's ap529.com/links. We just redid our shop. So go check it out. It should be a lot easier to navigate now. So merch. And then the other way you can do it if you don't want stuff, or if you want stuff and you want to do something else, is our Patreon, which is a monthly subscription service. You can sign up and have it auto draft $3, $5, or $10 a month to support the project. Or you can pay upfront and get kind of a discount if you buy multiple months at a time. Both of those hugely, hugely appreciated. It helps compensate us for our time that we spend on the lives and the Discord and the blog and the map and the hosting and the software we use to do everything, and all of that stuff. So hugely, hugely appreciated. Please consider if you can. And to everybody who already supports us, thank you very much. And now, Quince.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, sorry, I was writing something.
She's back.
You can also, if you are unable to support monetarily, but you would still love to support the project, there are many ways that you can do that as well for free. Skis. You can, first of all, you can like this live. You can heart it, kitty tap at the screen. You can share it with your friends. We love more people to come and hang out. You can share it with your friends. You can like and share all of our posts on social media, not just TikTok, but we are on all social media platforms as Army Project 529. So if you come across us, you can follow us on everything that you have, and make sure that you like and comment and share all of our posts. If you take part in the project and you love it and you want to talk about it, or you want to share something that you learned from the project, or just how much fun you have with the community, and you want to talk about it on social media, we would love that. So you can, you don't have to make a video. You can just make a post, maybe post a picture or something like that, and talk about us. But please tag us and hashtag us, all that good stuff, so that we can find you and we can share it and we can shout you out. And then that also just spreads the word about it. So just tell people about us. And then, come and talk to us. Come and talk to us and talk to everyone in the community. And these are all ways that you can support us for free $99. Thanks.
All right, back to member news. And since we're going in fan chant order, it is time for one Jehope. John Hosek continues his tour of bullshit in Asia. It's bullshit. Guys, listen, I know we're all being distracted by Kim Suk-jin and his never-ending content. John Hosek is still on tour. He is. He's in fact. He did Saitama Super Arena in Japan on Saturday and Sunday of this last weekend. He went live early Sunday morning for those of us who are in the U.S. and he ate a ridiculous amount of the most delicious looking food. It was like seafood and sashimi. It looked like
He had a
the way
hamburger.
in which I was starving fucking hungry at 7:30 in the morning. It was ridiculous.
Right?
It just was unfair. It was unfair, but it looked delicious. He was at a restaurant with staff after the concert, and so that's where he went live. He also did his usual drop on Instagram for each day of the concert, where he posts a bunch of ridiculous photos that are destructive and unreal. I can't even speak because that's how much destruction is coming from this man. He did also take pictures with Nigo. He's the Japanese fashion designer who is a friend of J-Hope's. We've seen him before in photos with J-Hope, but he attended his Saitama concert, met Kenzo and Human Made, who's one of the designers there, or the main designer there. We see J-Hope wearing we see J-Hope wearing Human Made very often. So it's a designer he loves, but it's also a friend of his. He also had pictures with Kentaro Sakaguchi, who is a Japanese actor and model, who has also been a friend of his for many, many years. And we've seen pictures of them together before too. But he came to the show. And so that was really cute that they took pictures together backstage. He also posted, he was given a gift from Pharrell. Pharrell has a collaboration. I am not even going to try to pronounce this champagne. Maybe Lisa should pronounce it.
Where? Oh, Moe and Shandon.
The
Moe
champagne.
and Shandon.
Shandon.
Moe.
There you go. See, I was going to fuck it up.
I mean, if you
with
want
my
American,
Midwestern
Americanize
accent.
it, American pronunciation is Moe and Shannon. Moe and Shandon. There you go.
Ouais, en Chandon. It's a Bruy Imperial champagne. So
Es Chandon.
It's
No.
lovely alcohol.
anyways, it's champagne and it's fancy, and he gave it to him as a gift, and he put it on the Instagrams. So there you go. If you want proper pronunciation of French words, don't come to the person from the Midwest.
Moe and Shandon.
He
Moe
did
et
return home to
chanson.
South Korea. He did return home to South Korea this morning, looking typically fly. His next stop of bullshit is in Singapore on Saturday and Sunday. We should get another early morning Sunday live from this one in the U.S. He is at the Singapore Indoor Stadium, which is kind of cool. And then in Mona Lisa land, Mona Lisa is now his second longest charting song on Billboard Global 200. It's been on there for 4 weeks. Yay!
My name is Good Luck.
Kitty J-Hope. And the Mona Lisa official music video has now surpassed 23 million views on the YouTubes.
Woohoo!
Once again, fucking get it, J-Hope.
Yes, Colleen.
So
Moe
super proud.
Shandon is in a Queen song. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, no. Go ahead and answer all the questions.
No.
Fact Music Awards, Sweet Dreams is nominated for a Fact Music Award. So
Woohoo!
if you
Yay!
want more if you want information on anything as far as awards, on how to vote and stuff, we do have a streaming charting voting channel both on our website and on our Discord, which I will talk about a little bit later in the live. And as a reminder, until the end of J-Hope's tour, which is still fucking destroying us, we are doing a scavenger hunt. It is on the Homestage resource page on our website at armyproject529.com. And there are 14 tasks that you can complete at J-Hope's tour, at his concerts, and put it on social media and tag it with Hope with AP529 or AP529 Hobie Hunt, and then put the link for each task into a Google Documents, and you will be entered. We do have a few people entered already, so get yourself on there. Winners will receive a red crossbody bag, similar to the one Hobie wore during his Love Yourself concert in New York, the one that was sold on a Weaver shop. So you're going to want to get it. Lisa and I are super jealous about it. We want it, but like we're not eligible as admins and stuff, so it's whatever. We're only mildly salty. But enter the drawing. You can enter. You will be drawn for each task you complete. So you can be drawn up to 14 times. So there you go. Get in on it, guys. Next up, Jim and Shay.
Taking a screenshot. Hang on for this. Okay, first of all, 49 days until this sassy bitch and his bunny rabbit come home. 49 days. Yeah, under 5 years. Let's see. Yes. So most notably, because I get the privilege of talking about Jimin every week. And every week I've had to talk about who for forever, because he's been so quiet. But we heard from him this week.
Oh boy, did we!
Oh boy, did we. I think he left something like 30 comments on Weavers.
31.
Quick
Posted and then left.
31. Not
And like
that
he
I
kept
know.
like leaving, he'd like leave for 10 or 15 minutes and then come back and be like, and another thing.
Another
And
thing.
another thing.
Yeah.
And another thing. I nearly threw my phone. I was so excited. I had to go to bed and I was like, no, I can't. But anyway, so he was on a roll answering comments on Weverse. He just posted a little message and then just started replying to people who were commenting. People offered to do various things if he replied to them. I believe the ones I saw were get 100 on a math test, sing in front of their office, and do 100 push-ups. And he immediately demanded evidence. He was like, send me the
He wanted
proof.
proof.
He immediately found those and commented on them.
Pics or it didn't happen was Jim and She's response to those.
Yes.
He had
Man's is bored.
he had several, including one particular comment to somebody who said that they had been a fan of his since they were in 7th grade and went through a really hard time. And his reply was so sweet, I almost cried. So I'm not going to read it. You should go find it if you want to, because it was, all of us were like, I wasn't ready to cry right now, but okay.
I mean, so it was basically something to the effect of, look at you, you've grown up so well.
She talked about how
so
her father
cute.
passed
I was
away,
so
and he was like,
Proud of you.
yes.
Yeah.
He's too kind for humanity. If you want to find translations of those, they are posted, I'm sure, in his thread in the Discord.
They are.
There is a great Twitter account called BTS_trans, Bangtan subs. They posted all the translations. So I would go there. And then, the other notable things, somebody asked him to please come play with us lots when you're back. And he gave this emoji, which we were like, all of us were like, hang 10.
Yeah.
We think it was a pinky promise.
Yeah. The pinky promise.
Like the elder millennials here.
That's how I read it when I saw it. It looked like that, but I read it as Pinky Promise when I saw it. Because
Yeah,
that was
I
like the
thought-
tone of it.
Anyway, so you promised to come play with
The
us
tone
lots.
of it
And
felt
then
fit,
it was playful. And then, one of my favorite comments was somebody asked him, what do you think about before bed? And he just gave us like a full diary.
Oh my God, he went on a
Whole
ramble.
list, a
It
whole
was,
fucking list.
how long should I grow out my hair? Will it grow out fast? Will I be able to wear earrings? My piercings won't be blocked, right? Should I change up my fashion? I never wear fragrance, but should I? Dancing should be okay since I've been working out, right? What kind of songs should I be singing? What kind of albums should we do? What are our 30s going to be like?
The way
He was
in
like,
which
you want to know what I
can
think
just
about while I
word
stare at the
salad
ceiling in my
bomb
bed?
on us.
This is what I
And
think
my
about.
question, like with Jen, is, does he sleep? Because if I start asking myself so many questions, then I completely lose my sleep.
This
Yes,
is probably,
it was a very Jimin response. It was a very Jimin response. But
It
he's
was
like,
so
this is what
freaking
I think
cute.
about it. I'm laying down, staring at the ceiling. Like, I wonder if I'm going to be able to get my earrings back in my ears.
as a high anxiety person, I was like, yep.
It was so freaking cute.
Yep. But and this is probably
Yeah,
not
it's
reality, but
totally
I like to
trash.
picture that their two beds are like shoved together, and it's basically him and JK sitting there, and JK's like slap, Jimin's like slap, just shoving each other. Jimin's like, I have important thoughts, dude.
I have important thoughts. And JK's just got a straw in his mouth and he's humming. And Jimin's like, stop it.
Jimin's crossing out the calendar on the wall. I live with you for 49 more days.
This is just our head.
Yeah, we're just imagining.
I mean,
We're imagining.
fun.
we've been
Now, I would-
saying that JK. I was saying that we were saying that Jimin that JK is going to come out and give Jimin to V, but I think that Jimin can also come out and push JK to Jin, and that's kind of
They're just gonna
you can
push
have
each
each
I
other.
think it'll be a mutual. I think it will be a mutual shove. Like,
Let's be
you
honest.
go there, you
They're-
go
They love
there.
each other. They're bestest buddies. But also, when you spend a lot of time in close proximity to someone, you know, you could use a break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
some space, a little
It's going
bit.
to be a mutual yeeting.
Fine.
They'll
It's
both
fine.
have some
It'll be
space.
temporary. It'll be temporary,
and then
they're
they'll-
gonna because they love each other, so they'll be
Yes.
back together.
Yeah.
Uh,
At most, like,
I would
24
like to-
hours. And they'll be like, I miss you.
I would like to point out
You
that
can't sleep unless you're slapping me.
I would like to point out that Jim and Cheese ridiculous 31 comments to his message situationship happened in the wee hours of the morning of my glove ladder yeeting, and I felt like that gave me strength to get through the surgery in A-OK shape, because I was like, oh, Jim and she came to say hi for my yeet day, and
Yeah.
he basically, I can't let him down by not recovering swiftly.
True
Is how
story.
it felt.
I sent the picture to them. You guys don't know this yet, but so when I went in to have my daughter, you know, the fresh one, it was
The fresh one.
new
Like
one.
she's like a roll that just came out of the oven. The fresh roll.
Yeah, she
2.0.
smells like new human and everything. It's fine.
the fresh one. It was a week earlier than it was supposed to be. Like I went to a doctor's appointment and they were like, yeah, this baby needs to come out today. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So, you know, honestly, I was doing okay, but it's, you know, it's not the thing I was expecting to happen that day. And so I was a little anxious, and I get to the hospital and all of the, like, every room has a computer in it and all the computers have little animal backgrounds. The one on my background was a red panda. I took a picture of it and sent it to them. I was like, you can see
That's a panda.
That's a panda.
you can
That's
see
a panda.
So Yoonmin came to visit us for our surgeries.
Yep.
How
BTS is
adorable.
everywhere, you guys. Even in the
We were-
in the
we were-
delivery
They're
room.
everywhere. Listen,
Sorry.
BTS is Listen, BTS exists everywhere if you are dedicated enough to make sure they fucking exist everywhere. That's the reality
Yeah.
right there.
The
You just gotta
Delulu
make
is strong.
sure they're everywhere.
Hulu is strong.
They're
If you believe
everywhere.
hard enough.
Sad for the
Like-
skin.
Listen,
Kyle.
I took Mong to surgery with me. So,
Yeah.
you know, because my phone case, I took Mong to surgery with me. So, you know, and
I
Jimmy
mean-
wished me well that morning. So
Right.
it's fine. It's whatever.
That's right.
They're
Came to
they're
reverse
ev-
for me. It's my Delulu.
Anyway,
they're everywhere. I mean, like Queens. Remember in that ride in Chicago, we saw a big truck that said RM on it, and we were like, "There's RM. There's RM.
Like,
RM. RM."
yeah. At which point, people are just like, "Wow, it really is a cult."
yeah.
But are we better for it? Yes. Anyway,
Yes, we are.
indeed. Quince, this section is marked Katie Lisa. Oh no, okay. Never mind.
Indeed.
Never mind. I see. Okay.
It was in case you had to leave early.
Yes, thank you. I'm doing well, thank you. We're doing great. Yes, so as we mentioned earlier, Jimin and RM are both nominated for the AMAs and for favorite K-pop artist. They are the first male K-pop soloist to receive a nomination in AMA history, which is great. We're going to go over how to vote for it. So there's two ways to vote. You can vote on Instagram and on the Billboard website. So for the Billboard website voting, you get 25 votes per user, per category, per day, per method,
That's a lot.
or 50 on Turbo. I swear, they sit down in a room and they're like, how can we make this as complicated as possible? You get 50 points on Turbo days. The website, we will have it on our streaming charting voting page later, which is, I believe, also linked on ap529.com/links. If not, in our Discord, we have a streaming charting voting channel, so I won't share the URL because nobody will remember it. And then on Instagram,
Billboard.com/AMAs vote.
there you go. Yeah, it's on the, even though it's the AMAs, it's through Billboard. That's the important part to remember.
Yeah.
Let's see,
control the
Instagram voting. You can comment with hashtag KPopRM or KPopJimin. That counts for 25 votes. And then, yeah, you can only put one hashtag per comment. So you can't like put both hashtags in one comment and vote for both of them. You can one hashtag, one comment.
Yeah. Each comment is worth one vote. So
Yeah.
you have to split your votes. If you're gonna vote for both of them, you gotta split your votes, and like each comment is like one vote. So hashtag KPopRM or hashtag KPopJimin is one vote, and you can do that up to 25 times per day. And your account has to be public. I didn't put that on here, but like that's one of the rules. For your vote to count, your Instagram account must be a public account. It cannot be a private account.
Good information.
So otherwise your vote won't
Good
count.
information.
So, there you go.
And I'm not sure if it's Andrea or Andrea. I am not aware of getting extra votes if you vote for all the categories.
Don't know.
Okay. And
Yeah, I don't know.
for our usual charting information, Jimin has surpassed 8 million monthly listeners under his profile on Spotify.
Rachel, to answer your question, it's just because people can vote however they want to vote. So the point is however people want to vote.
And our
Yeah, so
friend,
if you want to give all your votes to one of them or both of them, that's up to you.
Paulina, who is also known as Call Me Pathos, reminded us as well for the Billboard website you can log out and use multiple Gmail accounts. Okay, cool.
Sometimes it's good to work the system.
Yeah, look, if they don't
Yeah,
prevent you
well,
from
if you're willing to register multiple accounts, yeah.
Yeah. If you have
Billboard
time,
doesn't
go
care
for it.
how many emails you have registered. They're not looking at your IP address. They're looking at the emails that have an account with Billboard. And so, however many accounts you got, man, go for it.
Yep.
Yep, I count that as working the system, not cheating, because they don't actively prevent you from doing it.
Exactly.
And they could if they wanted to easily.
Because that's
All right.
the system they have. Right, because some of them go by IP address and browser. Like it'll save your browser cache, and so it won't let you vote more than once. They are going by account. So, their rules.
All right.
Lisa.
1 second.
1 second.
It's
Okay.
time for your taste test.
It's time for V.
Nugado da nugado.
Naru bagado. Na 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 na. Na 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 ni na na. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Oh.
I'll let you guys do it now so that it's not 3 different ones at the same time. Just 2.
And it's fine. Our leg always makes it at different times, even if we think it's the same time.
I was going to say, it
Yeah.
sounded the same time to me, which means it was probably awful.
Yeah. So, in the Kim Tae-young news, this bitch right here, it is 48
motherfucker?
days. Well, 48 days until our Lord and Savior returns to us along with our leader, Kim Namjoon. So 48 days until he is with. Anyway, slow dancing. That old chestnut. We're talking about that in the blog this week. Slow dancing is the
Yeah,
Katie. Your clicky clicky is real loud.
Your click
It's
is
not me.
Somebody's clicky clicky is real loud.
It's me. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Slow dancing is the 20 most streamed K-pop solo track on Spotify ever, with a massive 490 million streams.
Woohoo!
Way to go, Tae-young. Slow dancing, number 20, the 20th most
Get it,
streamed
sir.
K-pop solo track on Spotify. Yes. The Singularity MV is at, I put this lovely I love the specific number, so I put the specific number on here as well, is at 199,832 million, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. 199,093,832. There we go. I got it.
We'll get there.
Finally.
We got there. We made it, guys. We made it.
Fuck off. Fuck off. Okay.
Just
Matt,
shy
it's
of
hard.
200 million.
Just, yes.
You yeeted the number finally. Yeeted it.
I got it out. So 200 million. It would be wonderful to get it to 200 million by June 10th, which is the day that Taehyung is yeeted from the military. Coincidentally,
We can do it,
it's also Stephanie's birthday. So do it for both. Do it for both. It's also,
Stephanie would love this gift.
We could do Yoongi's thing for Christina. We do this one for Stephanie. It's her birthday.
Hell yeah.
So let's see it. Let's just do it. Let's just get it to 200 million. Go and watch Singularity
this.
a few dozen times. It's not a chore.
If we all
it's
do
not.
it, if we all do it a couple of dozen times, we'll be there.
Yeah, we'll be there.
That's all I'm saying.
Be there.
Just watch it once a day. We got 48 days until he comes home. All you have to do is watch Singularity one time a day. And if we all do that, we'll fucking
It's
make
easy.
it.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, we will.
yeah.
I
And
got
then
this, guys.
I think this is still open.
It is.
So,
I checked it today.
yeah. Billboard has a poll up. I mentioned this before, but it is a which musicians' pets are your favorite poll. And go and vote for Yeontan. Of course, it has no meaning, but it's really cute, and it would have meaning for us, and of course for Taehyung. Tanny is in the lead. He's still in the lead. He's been in the lead the whole time, but he went down a little bit, but he's going back up. He's at 94% now. So he has 94% of the votes, but let's just keep him. Let's just
keep voting, guys.
Yeah, because I think that would be wonderful for Taehyung to see, and Army would really love it too. So I'm not going to say the website because it's a really long URL, but we have it in our streaming charting voting channel.
Listen, you can go to our streaming charting voting, or you can literally just type in Yeontan Billboard and it pops up.
That's true.
on the old Fugle.
Fugle. But yeah, the URL
Fugle.
is Google, or search, so internet search, or go to our streaming charting voting
Any
channel.
search engine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is
all
all
of
we
those
have
will
for
get you there, guys.
Yes. For our Golden Magne. Where is he?
Yay.
Here he is. Anyway, Jung Jungkook. It is
He's so
49 days until, as Katie said, until our Golden Magne and his Mochi roommate return to us. 49 days. The Gold in the Moments exhibition is still open in New York City right now. It will be open until May 11th. A lot of people from the project, including Patricia, have gone. They had a great time. There's a lot of fun pictures in our Discord server if you want to check them out. A lot of people shared their pictures. And we got even somebody wrote Army Project 529 on the wall, the message wall to Jungkook.
A lot of us did.
Yeah.
Oh
Yes.
God, I'm getting.
Weavers is just an ad, guys. It's just an ad. The Weavers, the
Select
Weavers
two
notification.
objects that are the same shape. Okay.
Okay.
Don't anybody
so it
panic. It's just an ad.
It runs until May 11th. And if you go during the week and not on a weekend, they have been giving out special gifts. So,
Yes.
yes. But they give stuff. You get stuff if you go on the weekends too, but there's an extra special gift if you go during
Extra
the week.
special gift if you go during the week. And I think that by now probably they have their merchandise. They were supposed to kind of bring back some more because they sold pretty much everything on the first day.
Yeah.
So they said that they were going to take a couple of weeks to kind of restock, and they might have restocked by now. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Like the perfume sold out and everything, right?
the perfume sold out. Yes.
It was
Okay. So,
ridiculous.
and then some other things. We got a couple other things. So 3D, that old ditty.
3D.
I've got my husband doing it now.
3D.
is at
can't do it without the hand.
899 million streams on Spotify. 899 streams on Spotify. So it would be awfully nice if we could get that up to 1 billion with a
billion streams.
Billion.
100 million away, and it's 3D. If we could get it up to 1 billion by June 11th, which is the day that Jungkook is yeeted from the military. Coincidentally, it is also my birthday. So,
Yes.
if you guys need any
Great birthday
reason,
present for Lisa.
Birthday person.
do it for Jungkook, do it for me, do it for the project. All of our birthdays coincide with these wonderful days. So, I'm just saying, go ahead, get it up to 1 billion. Well, let's do that for our Jungkookie. And yes, so many June birthdays. Literally
Gemini's everywhere. Gemini's everywhere.
everywhere. Yes. So do it for him. Do it for us. Yeah. Celebrate.
And do it for yourself because 3D is a great song. So do it for yourself
It
too.
is so good.
2 years ago today. Oh my God.
I giggled so hard when I found this fact.
2 years ago today. I don't have a picture of this, but Jungkook attended the VIP premiere of the movie Dream with Taehyung. And little tiny shy Dora Cookie. It's the 2-year anniversary of Dora Cookie, where he was just
He was so cute.
so cute, and like he was just trailing behind Taehyung, and like Taehyung had to stop and wait for like the little duckling to catch up to him.
It was like the cutest thing ever.
Dora
I
Cookie.
have dubbed him.
let him do his own
I have officially named him Dora Cookie. Just FYI. That's his name now. That's Dora.
Dora Cookie.
Someone let him do his own hair.
Yes, that was 2 years ago. Dora Cookie. It was so cute. Oh my god, I can't. Any hoodles.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to
so
include
that was 2 years ago, guys. That was 2 years ago. Okay, that's all we've got for Jungkookie. Time for OT7.
Yay!
Yay!
Yes, I swear I've been meaning to make a video about this like all week, and I'm gonna get to it one day.
Yeah. We were supposed to. We're gonna do it.
Happen.
We're gonna do it.
It'll
We're doing
happen.
great. We're doing great, sweeties. Something we talked about. I think we talked about it on Sunday. We're definitely talking about it in the server. We're gonna make some videos. The home streaming project. So for those who don't know, it's pretty common in Army world to chart a song for milestones, and it's the milestone of reunion. Army voted, and home was chosen. And it, like we said, we've talked about it before. It has to be a song that hasn't charted before. Like there's some criteria. So home was chosen to welcome them home. So the week of June 20th, which is when Yoongi is supposed to get discharged, June 20th to 26th, chart the hell out of it. There's a card for it that'll be on the streaming charting voting page. So you can buy the song on iTunes, Amazon. How do you say that? Qbuzz? I don't use it. You can stream it on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, Tidal, Deezer, Pandora, Amazon Music, blah, blah, blah. Basically, buy the song, stream the song, and let people know about it so that they're doing the same.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
don't do it now. Wait
Don't do
until
it now.
June 20th, because if you buy it and stuff now, then you can't rebuy it then. Like,
Correct.
wait until we're doing
Wait.
the drive.
Mark your calendar.
Now you
Ready.
can stream it now just fine. You can stream it all you want, but like the purchasing to try to chart it, wait until the week of the 20th.
Yeah, and if you are somebody who likes to make videos, the card that you can find in our Discord server and on the streaming charting voting page, they've got some really cute ideas for videos that you can make. About like a tour of your home and stuff like that. So they're trying to reach people who are not just Army already, to help get it out there. And yes, that Jimmy Fallon performance is fantastic. I asked the person who's running the project. Her name is Nicole. Who organized it. Her name is Nicole. I think everybody else met her in Chicago.
We did.
We did.
She's
I
very nice.
asked her, and I don't think she got back to me yet, is there a list of YouTube videos that count? Because sometimes a YouTube video that isn't the official MV counts for streaming. and I asked if she gave me a couple, but yeah, I wanted to know. Sometimes performance videos count, so I wanted to know. Because, you know, if you're going to enjoy home, you might as well enjoy as much variety as you can that's helpful. Yeah, so please, if you can.
Yeah,
Sorry.
and I will say, as far as making videos, while the project is currently getting a lot of like attention over on Twitter, it's not very well known on like Blue Sky and TikTok and Instagram. So that's where they're asking for videos, is like trying to get it out to some of these other platforms or Facebook that don't really know what's happening. So.
Yes, that's why I'm trying to help and trying to get us to help, is because we are primarily on other video platforms, and that's where they need help. So do what you can if you can, and everybody should be able to stream it at least. And you know, it's not like it's a chore. It's a great song.
It's a great song.
And then you can think about the spinning room. Like,
They're all good.
no bad choices.
No much
All right. Anyway, OT7 news. As we talked about, Jin did a performance with Chris Martin at their concert in Seoul last week, and he said during the concert, "I have tattoos of BTS, but I won't show it today. All across here." And he started saying, RM here, V, Jungkook, Jimin, J-Hope, Jin, and Suga. So.
It was so freaking cute. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, like I said, the bromance is bromance.
Was it?
It's
It was
very
so cute. Like
yeah.
he was pointing all over his body. Like I got RM and V and Jimin and Jungkook. Suga's back here. It was adorable.
Yeah.
It was the opposite of, where is it? What's the big deal?
Yeah.
Yes.
You don't know. Where could it be?
I'm gonna flex a little bit.
He was being such a fucking tease because he's like, I'm not gonna show you. You motherfucker. We know you don't, but he might actually have a BTS tattoo. I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised if he does.
Yeah.
It would not surprise me at all.
All right, let's get into our Run Jin hashtag Run Suck Jin _ tour discussion.
Our midweek tea is, why the fuck is the name so complicated?
Our midweek tea. The name, guys.
Who
is
thought about this
bullshit.
name?
Jin! Jin! You know fucking Jin did this. Jin did this to us.
But then he
Hashtag.
calls, then he calls his albums Happy and Echo, which are like the simplest names ever.
It's fine. He
So,
was
it's like-
listen, J-Hope went too easy on you guys
Adams.
with this tour. name.
Cognitive
He went
dissonance
off-
here. Come on.
Listen, J-Hope went off the typical for the tour name, and Jin was like, bitches, we got to bring it back. We got to bring it back to the complicated tour name and make it even harder for people with online presences who might be writing blogs, because they have to fucking hashtag this bitch online. Hashtag #runsuckjin _f.tour.
Yeah.
That's
can I
how it
make
has to be
people-
written.
How can I make people really annoyed with me every time they have to write this?
Every time they're talking about how they're spending money to come see me in person, they're also simultaneously going to be annoyed writing the tour name. That's Jin in a nutshell right there.
Yeah. So, okay. We did talk about this briefly on Sunday, but do we want to go? So the ticketing, we've had announcements of when the pre-sales are happening, and how to do it. So here we go again, everyone. So we're gonna say this. We're gonna tell you what we know, okay? Because we have been getting a lot of questions. A lot of questions. So listen up. Open your ears. Wake the kids. Call the neighbors. Pre-sale registration. Okay? So this is how you can register for the pre-sale. As an Army membership holder, you have to have an Army membership through Weverse, okay? That's first and foremost to qualify to apply for the pre-sale. US or global, you must register for the pre-sale on Weverse by Sunday, April 27th at 12 p.m., which is Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern,
Pacific.
okay? In order to have your membership verified. Now, the US membership is for the concerts that are going to be taking place in the U.S. Okay, so if you want to attend a date in the U.S., you have to have a U.S. membership. If you want to attend a concert somewhere that is not the U.S., you have to have a global membership. Did we have a separate one for Japan, or is global work for Japan as well?
Is he going to Japan?
He's
I
going
think
to
that there's.
He's going to Japan.
He's going to
We're
Japan.
to that.
Yeah.
I assume that it's Japan, and I think Japan has their own ticketing.
Yeah, they have their own
Yeah.
membership. So we don't have that written down here, but I think we're pretty sure that Japan is separate. But
Yeah, and I think they have their own. It's like it's not Interpark is for Korea. I
Oh,
think they
I
have their
remember.
own. They have their own ticketing
Yeah.
platform as well.
yeah,
Like, they don't have a
It
full-
I know
is
that
so
there is a
far
Japan
separate.
member.
It's the Goyang.
I'm not talking about the membership.
It's so
I
far.
know that there's a
listen,
separate
guys.
membership
It's
for Japan.
it is
Sorry.
so far separate. The
Yeah.
Goyang tour information isn't even listed on the fucking Run Sokjin website. That's all
Yeah.
I got to say about that. Because I
Yeah.
made this. I was like, wait the fuck.
So-
Sorry, my bad.
Assuming-
It is not on their website for Goyang, but there was a separate announcement for that. The Goyang tour.
Yes.
I'm assuming that you have to go through a Japanese membership to attend in Japan. That's what I was saying. I do know that
Yeah.
there's a separate Japanese.
I have a feeling they might have they'll release an announcement for Japan, a separate one.
They did.
Yeah.
They did.
Uh,
They did already. It's the Goyang announcement. In
No,
person
Goyang is
concert
so
ticketing guide,
Goyang. No, Goyang is Korea.
right?
That's not
Goyang
Japan.
is Korea.
Goyang
So
is
they haven't
in Korea.
announced the Japan one yet.
Yeah.
No, the
It's so
Japan
that
announcement
has to
only
come out.
because they get
Okay.
reasonable ticket prices and they don't have to wait in this bullshit queue like we do. That's why they do it separately.
Yeah,
I don't know that for a fact.
Who wouldn't?
So,
Who
so
wouldn't,
the
honestly.
one in Korea has been announced, but the other one in Japan has not been,
Yeah.
as far as ticketing
Correct.
information.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at the announcement page now.
Chiba and Osaka.
Having
Sorry
said
for my
that,
fault, guys.
we're still, yeah, that's all right. We're still in the registration period. So having said that, the pre-sale has not begun yet, guys. It
It has
hasn't.
not.
So pre-sale tickets,
Not
they're not
yet.
currently on sale. No tickets are currently on sale. The pre-sale begins on the 29th. Does anybody want to read?
Yeah, and-
Anybody else want to read the title?
For those of you in Korea going to the Goyang, the pre-sale is on Monday, April 28th, KST. And for the rest of you, the rest of us, the pre-sale tickets for the US, they go on sale on Tuesday of next week, which is the 29th, at 3 o'clock local time, which means local to where the venue is located. So we have Anaheim, California, Dallas, Texas, Tampa, Florida, and Newark, New Jersey. Depending on where you want to go in the US, you need to be prepared for Tuesday, the 29th at 3 p.m. local time to the venue. Okay, so do the math yourself, make sure you're ready. Ticketmaster will normally allow you in 30 minutes ahead of time. So they'll allow you to queue, or not queue, but like waiting room. Does not matter if you are in the waiting room 30 minutes ahead of time or 5 minutes ahead of time. It's more of a personal anxiety thing, because your time spent in the waiting room on Ticketmaster has zero effect on
Zero.
where you end up in that queue. Because
Absolutely
let me fucking tell you, for J-Hope, I was in that queue for 30 straight minutes for the one in Chicago. And other people joined that queue 5 minutes ahead of time because they didn't get tickets to New York, and they ended up 2,000 people in front of me in that queue. Listen, I'm not salty at all. I'm not salty at
still
all.
got there.
But like, just
Got there.
understand, guys, your time in that queue does fuck all.
Yeah.
Your time in the waiting room does fuck all for where you are in that queue. It's more of a personal anxiety knowing you're there, and you just had to wait for the queue to like refresh. Do not refresh your screen. Whatever you fucking do not refresh your screen. Once you are in that waiting room, don't touch nothing. Let that thing automatically reload, especially once you're in the queue. Once you are in that queue and you have a number, that number will automatically drop. If you hit the refresh button, If you hit the refresh button, you are going to be at the back of that queue. You might go from number 1,000 to 200,000 because based on past experiences.
Yeah.
So just make sure you do not refresh your screen once you are in that Ticketmaster queue. You just stay there and wait until you get dumped in. You do need to have your Army membership number. Army membership number.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we lost you.
Area.
You lost. You might want to repeat yourself, Doc, because your sound cut out.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
So have your membership number ready, including the number, the letters at the beginning, like the BP or the whatever the letters are at the beginning. So have that whole number ready because when you reach the end of your queue in Ticketmaster, before they drop you into the arena to actually purchase your tickets, they will demand that number. And that is why you must register for the pre-sale on Weverse before Sunday. So you have until Sunday. I would recommend do it, after the live. Give yourself some time. Make sure you're in. And it will say that you are applied. Okay, applied is the answer you need. And then you have that number will let you into the Ticketmaster actual arena to buy your tickets. So this is like the biggest things to keep in mind. So in the US, this is happening at 3 p.m. for the local time on Tuesday. So if you work, see if you can schedule a doctor's appointment. Blame me. Say I'm going to go see Doc. It's fine. I'm used to it. Just, schedule a block of time if you can, or have a friend who can, get in there and try to get you tickets. Determine your budget with your friends ahead of time. Tell them your max budget if other people are buying tickets for you, okay? Because a lot of times, one person will be able to get the maximum amount of tickets, and you might be so far down in the queue you can't get in. So, you just gotta, whatever. So figure it out with your friends, other people who are going to do it with you. It's fine. Can I give you a note? Only if you establish care with me, which costs you
That's a no.
So the answer is basically fucking no. I can legally only give those notes to people who are my actual legal patients. So, I can do that for my patients for mental health.
Did you say the times for London?
So for London, it is also on Tuesday, but it starts at 12 p.m. local time. So 12 p.m. is when the pre-sale starts in London. And for those of you going to Amsterdam, which is in the Netherlands, it is also 12 p.m. So everybody's on Tuesday, your local time. So Tuesday, April 29th, at noon for the global. So those of you who are global going to either London or Amsterdam, make sure you have your pre-sale because it's going to work similarly because they also, I believe London also uses Ticketmaster. And I've heard through the grapevine it might also be Amsterdam. I'm not positive, but I know at least one of those two sites is using Ticketmaster. I know at least one of them.
I don't think so.
So make sure, other things to keep in mind with Ticketmaster. Make sure that you have an account created with Ticketmaster and make sure you have a payment method on file with said account. So that way you can check out faster.
Doc,
Yes.
for London, the tickets are sold in the Live Nation site.
Yeah.
And
I've been told by the London people that the Live Nation site is redirecting to a Ticketmaster.
Okay, and so probably
they own Ticketmaster, so
yeah.
Yeah, it sends you to Live Nation, but then if you want to buy the tickets,
No,
they've been
it actually
That's
looks
just
like
what
it
I've been
has the
told.
same. I mean, it actually looks like it's a separate site, and it is under Live Nation. That's what I'm seeing, at least.
I'm sure you guys will be able to find it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you guys
It's
go
actually-
to the official website for the tour, it's called runsoakgineptour.com because why the fuck wouldn't we? Runsoakgineptour.com is the official tour website. There are links on the side that say tickets. If you click those, it's supposed to take you. Both of the global ones take you to Live Nation, but I've been told by people in the server that it's then taking you over to Ticketmaster. So that's what people in Discord have been telling me. So that's where that information
Diane, we
comes
have
from.
literally no
Is
idea
there-
what ticket prices are going to be.
No.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know. We could only base it on like the tickets for Hobie, but because Ticketmaster does the dynamic pricing, you
Yeah.
never fucking know. Because in the same section, I know people who spent $300 and other people who spent $1,000 for the same section. So
Yeah.
Really dumb.
you
Yeah.
can't know what the
Patricia,
ticket
do you want
prices
to
are
go
going to be.
over the tour dates?
If you get, yeah. So the tour dates are, the tour starts in Goyang, in Seoul, like it's not Seoul, it's in Korea. I think it's near Seoul, but I'm not exactly
Goyang.
sure where.
Goyang.
Then it goes to Japan, to Chiba and Osaka, and then it starts from the West Coast here in the United States, Anaheim, California, on the 17th and the 18th of July. Dallas, Texas, on the 22nd and the 23rd of July. Tampa, Florida, on the 26th and the 27th of July. Newark, New Jersey, on the 30th and the 31st of July. London, England, on the 5th and the 6th of August, and Amsterdam, the Netherlands, on the 9th and the 10th of August. So he's coming from Asia, West Coast, East Coast, Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for those of you who are like, why did J-Hope go East Coast to West Coast and Jen is going West Coast to East Coast? The flight from New York to London is a lot shorter. It's most likely. We're not saying
No,
that's
and
for
also-
sure, but it's most likely because that flight is not a super long flight, and so it was probably dictated by the European dates, the order he went through the U.S.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
and
I'm
also
sure venue dates.
and also like he was coming to the States, and then J-Hope was coming to the States, and then he was going to Asia. So it actually kind of makes sense that he did it East Coast to West Coast.
I did see a question down in the comments. Somebody had asked if there was an announcement regarding the Goyang tour. So the Goyang
Date.
concert dates says it will be held both in person and online. So that will be
Yeah.
our streaming option. They have not yet announced like the purchasing of that streaming. Just like with J-Hope's concert, we know that this concert is going to be a purchase streaming, so we will not be streaming it inside of our server. But we will open up the streaming channel in order to scream about it during it. So we won't be actively streaming it, but
We'll be
we will
talking
be
about it.
together
Talking
to
about
talk
it.
about it and chat about it, because we would never do that when it's something like this, where it's a pay to play concert. You know, because Seokjin needs to make his money. He's been working real fucking hard for us. He deserves to get paid for that. So that's all I got to say on there. But yeah, the Goyang will be online.
Diane, about that question, how can you find a person to travel with? Maybe you want to join our Discord, which is what we were going to talk about. Yeah, next. We have a bunch of threads dedicated to the concerts in different locations. So you can go to that thread. Oh, look at the baby. You can go to those threads for the tour. We have a thread for each one of the concerts in every single location. So once you get the tickets, you can talk to someone in those threads and find maybe a roommate to share a hotel room with, or, you know, people that you can meet at the concert and line up together or wait on the merch lines or whatever. We did this for J-Hope successfully. It was great.
Yes.
We met a lot of people. It was super nice. So go to the Discord server. And in those threads, you can probably find people that
Yes.
can meet
They
you.
are under.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it right now. They are under, well, there's, sorry, hold on, I lost it. Oh, there it is.
They're under
It's
hold
under
on.
Jin. It's under
Yeah.
Jin in our Bangtan Boys section. There is a subthread under Jin for Run Soak Jin, and it's just like the name of the tour. You can go click on it, comment in it, and it will let you, will update you. Yes, Katie.
Okay. Seeing a couple questions that I want to answer. Somebody said, do we think there's going to be games or something? So Riven has a playlist. Jen only has about an hour of solo music, so we don't know exactly what it's going to be, but we think there's going to be something other than just singing.
Yeah, especially the way they titled the tour. The fact that they titled it Run Sokjin Episode Tour really does indicate that there's going to be more than just singing, especially because his discography is like an hour long.
Yes. Somebody asked, some people are asking about memberships. The same Weverse account can have 2 memberships. So if you've had a global membership, you can add a US membership. I just did it today.
Yeah, you
also
don't need a
have-
Weverse account.
Yes, we also have we have an in-person events section in our Discord as well, and there's a thread for the tour there, and under that it has bulletins. It has it has the different tour stops.
Yeah.
So if you know which one you're going to, you can go to that one and you can link up with people who are also planning on going to that date.
Yep.
Yeah, if it helps. On our server, inside the Jin channel, there is a sticky note attached to the bottom of it that will always stay at the bottom of it. And it has links in it to active threads. And so you can click the link to the Run Sokjin episode tour thread. At the bottom of that thread is another sticky note that will drop you down to the tour meetups area. And so you don't have to know a whole lot of technology. All you have to do on Discord is figure out how to get to the Jin channel, which is always on the side. It won't collapse. Get to the Jin channel and it will take you to the Run Soak Jin episode tour thread, and that will take you down to the meetup thread. And then you just find the city you're going to.
Yep. Also seeing, are we going to make an AP 529 sign for Jin? Yes, we just have to figure out logistically how all those orders are going to get placed. But yes, we plan to offer the vinyl signs again.
And per our usual style, I'm like 99% sure we'll also have a tour shirt.
Oh yeah, we're planning on having.
yes.
We have ideas.
I mean, this is my J-Hope tour. Look at this.
Yeah, the J-Hope tour shirt was super freaking cool. We aren't going to let you down, guys, because we're OT7 up in this bitch, which means we're also going to make a tour shirt for Jin, and we're also going to make signs. So, we got you guys' backs because we love Kim Sip-Jin up in here.
Yes. So, like we were just saying, we have dedicated threads for each of the tour locations, so you can find friends, roommates, make travel plans there. We are please. We are trying to keep all tour chatter to those threads, not just because it makes it easier and it's more contained, but it's also like not everybody who is in the server is going to be going to the tour. And so some of those areas like our general chat and other places should really be kept open for communication for everybody about all things like BTS related and things in the server. So they don't have to wade through all of the Jin tour questions if they're not going to be able to go to the show. So we want to keep those in the designated threads. Please keep that in mind when you come into the Discord with your questions, because we want to answer your questions, but let's have them in the right place. And then we are planning once again to offer a marketplace to buy/sell tickets after they go on sale for real. Not now, after they go on sale. We did it for J-Hope. So we are going to do the same thing for Jin. If you are interested in that, we are updating. We had some notes in there before of rules and stipulations. We are going to be modifying a little bit and adding to it to make it hopefully really super easy to understand. But one of the biggest things, the biggest thing is probably going to be like, we are not actually going to be doing any transactions. Like it is not, we're just literally giving a place for people to go to communicate with each other about it, but we're not responsible for any transactions or lack of transactions. So keep that in mind if you wish to participate in that.
Yeah.
It's there as a convenience for Army, because a lot of Army, if they end up with extra tickets, want to sell it to Army and not just random who knows what online. And some people would rather purchase their tickets from Army after the fact. And so it's more there for a convenience for you. It is not a guarantee that we will sell your tickets or be responsible for
We're
the
not
sale
selling
of your
them anyway.
tickets, any way, shape,
You are.
or form, because we ain't doing fuck all where your tickets are concerned, other than providing you a space in addition to the ones that already exist. So you can resell on Ticketmaster, you can resell on StubHub. There's a whole bunch of places you can do it, but you can also post it in the hashtag runsoakgin.app/tour, whatever, marketplace. Hashtag runsoakgin_f.tour. There it is. I got it. I eventually got there, guys. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just here to mentally continue to
I don't even try.
over the future blog she has to write on hashtag runsoakgin_f.tour.
Okay, guys. Should we bring this home after this?
I have to follow that same blog, so just, I know I'm doing it.
That is all we have on the tour so far. The biggest favor, the biggest request that I think we could make of you guys, aside from please keep the tour chatter in the proper channels in our Discord server, is also please, if you come with questions, just take a minute when you get to the proper place, do a little bit of scrolling and see if somebody else has asked your question recently. Because your question may have already been answered quite recently, because we are seeing a lot of repeat questions over and over and over again. And we don't want anybody to feel ignored, but it also becomes a little bit cumbersome, a little bit to try to have to answer the same question like 10 to 15 times a day. So please just do a little bit of scrolling and see if your question has already been asked, and then you can get your answer that way. And yes, as Riven just pointed out, understand that we may not know. We've gotten a lot of questions where we've been like, I don't know. We're just doing our best with the information, the same information you're reading.
Yeah, I mean, like the prices is something that we don't know. Nobody knows. The price that one person might get might be entirely different than the other person. So we have an estimate, but we don't know how much your tickets are going to cost. For example.
I think base estimate you should go by, guys, is the limited view seating started at $279 for J-Hope's concert. So
we don't know.
You know that, and the like upper tier 200 section, those started at like 100. So that was before dynamic pricing. So just bear that in mind, is that the earlier in the queue you get, the cheaper your pricing. This is why friends are helpful in purchasing the tickets, because whoever's earlier in the queue has a higher likelihood of getting a lower price. Also, do not panic if you do not get tickets during pre-sale, because Spotify fucks with us. Or not Spotify, but Ticketmaster. Spotify's great. Ticketmaster fucks with us, guys. And there were tickets, like they added floor seats like the day before concerts, and suddenly you had like 200 floor seats available to sell. Like if you don't get tickets right away, just keep watching, keep monitoring Ticketmaster, keep monitoring the marketplace and the different places, because some of these people who are intentionally hiking up prices beyond what they purchased them for, that have a word, there's a word for them. But anyways, these people who are doing this to us, the closer to the concert you get, the lower those prices go, because they don't want to be stuck holding the bag of like 10 tickets. They would rather sell them for the price they bought them for, behind the scenes, because that's how that works. Anyways,
Yeah,
they would
and-
rather sell them for the price they bought them for than
Not sell them
make
at all.
that extra profit and not sell them at all. So the closer
And-
the concert gets, the more seats are available and the cheaper the price goes. So
And even you can go try at the box office of the venue on the day of the concert, because they're sometimes selling the rest of the tickets there, and they're very, very, very cheap usually. And you don't pay the fees that you pay on Ticketmaster. So
no, you do not.
keep that in mind too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Let's wrap it
more
up.
info as more info becomes available, we will update.
Yeah. Next
Um,
next week we'll have more information, because pre-sale will have finished by next Wednesday's midweek tea.
Yep. So let's bring it home, Katie.
Yep. Yeah, reminders. So we've talked about it many times today. If you are interested in voting, streaming for charting, go check out the page. Christina works very hard on it. I believe it's on the links page, or Army Project 529/streaming charting voting. Please go check that out. And I think that's it. Next, Doc.
Yeah. All right. So for those of you who don't know, we have a lot of fun inside of our Discord. There's a lot of you over there. It's our space that we control. And so we do a lot of watch parties. We hang out a lot. We have a book club, like a real one. We have a crafting club. We have a Hangul club where people are learning Korean together. And so there are literally clubs that meet multiple times a week together on the Discord via video chat. There's also hangout spaces where you can just hang out with each other. And we have watch parties basically every day of the week. And we do those both for European time zones and for US time zones, because we have a really awesome team over in Europe that helps us out with those watch parties. My favorite, or in my opinion, the best watch party, even though I don't get to attend it all the time, is on Thursday nights. Lisa reads the blog she writes to you. So I don't know if you know this, but we have a blog, guys. We have chronicled BTS discography, and we are in solo months, and currently we are in Tastruction of April. And Lisa, who writes our blog every Thursday night at what time? Is it 8:30 Eastern? Or 7:30? 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central. She has a watch party, and those are amazing. I catch them as often as I can with work, but she will read you the blog and then play for you a limited selection of the links from said blog, and it is fantastic and destructive and amazing. And I think my favorite part about it is you lose a lot of nuance and when you're reading text, and when the author then reads it, you get that nuance back. It's why I always prefer audiobooks read by authors, because you get a lot more nuance and texture to the writing, and so you get that if you come to the Thursday watch parties. So that's just my personal opinion. Come to Thursday watch parties, guys. Okay, next.
Doc just talked up the blog a lot. I'm going to talk it up a little bit too. We have not just so as I said earlier in the live, it's week 67. I wish I could stay with you is the title of this week's blog. It is week 3 of Tapril. So this week is all about Taeyoung's debut solo album Layover. And which is my favorite solo album. I mean, yes, he is my old bias, but that is the reason is that this album is my favorite solo album. That's how he snagged me. Was with this album, and so
That's how it got me too.
Yeah, this week was very special for me to write about. But we have a lot of other content on the website as well, you guys. We have our Ask AP529 series, which is written by Leslie, where somebody asks her a question and she goes out and she finds the answer. And she writes a little blog post answering it. We have other blog posts from other contributing writers. Patricia's written, Stephanie's written, Katie's done some. So we have tons of other blog posts as well. And we have a lot of other content on our website as well. So make sure you check that out. But as Doc said, watch party tomorrow night, 8:30 Eastern. Come out. We're going to be listening to all of Layover. It's not a long album. We're going to be listening to all of Layover. And spoiler alert, we will be watching Tay's Tiny Desk because it's my favorite thing in the world.
As you should.
And
As you should.
Yeah.
as we wrap this up, our next live is in YouTube next Sunday, April 27th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Central Time. Please come join us in YouTube on Sunday, where we will be not giving the news about the members. We'll be talking and having a deep dive in a topic, which we haven't decided yet. Because, yes. And who wants to say goodbye?
We all are.
We all say goodbye.
Everybody.
It was
Love
great
you
seeing
guys.
you.
Thank you for being
Happy
here.
middle of the week.
Yes.
Have a good night.
Thank you so much for joining us.
See
We
you
love
Sunday.
Sorry, Becca, we're heading out.
Bye, Becca. Bye, Becca.
Bye.
We love you.
Bye. Bye.
Bye, guys.
I fucking love you guys.